G'day guys, Josh from Wedgetail Rack. Now, one of the most common things we get asked for on a car, or on the platform to be precise, is light bars. People love them, and so do I. I've got this light bar on the front of my car. So good at night, you can see everything. Let's talk about how we put them there, how to get the wiring there, and what's important. First of all, ideally, you don't want to take your wind deflector off and swap it for a light bar. We put so much work into this wind deflector, getting it quiet to make sure your ride's enjoyable. So what we've designed here is a light bar support plate, part number WTA-LBS. It takes the strength of the rear bar and braces it all the way forward for a light bar to sit on. Now, this is good for light bars up to about 30 inches. Once you start getting wider than 30 inches, you're getting right out here level with the edge of the roof rack. When you've got that, we have another part number which is a light bar support plate extension, which is like a little right angle that comes off this end to allow for a longer light bar. We have some other options as well, which you can check out at our website, but I wanted to highlight this extension plate. It's really, really handy way. You've got the ability to put the light bar underneath if you want to, but I'd suggest putting it on top. You can move it in and out to suit different light bars. It has slots in it. You can put spotlights behind it through the plate in the back here. Best of all, it stiffens the front of the rack up and stops the light shaking on vibrating roads. Great thing to do. In terms of wiring, there's a few different ways you can do it. You can bring the wire from the back along the top of the roof rack. You can bring it through a hole in the roof, or in my case, it was just more convenient. I've brought it up the windscreen in this conduit, which is Sikaflex down to the corner here, and then tucked it under the rubber here, popped it up through the hole and run it to the light bar. For me, that was just the easiest, most convenient, and best of all, completely reversible way. Some of the other ways it would have involved drilling a hole and a few other things, so I didn't want to do that. This worked best for me, just to glue it on here. It looks pretty neat, you'd hardly know it's there. And I've got this one here is a steady 30-inch light bar, which gives me plenty of light. One consideration when putting a light bar on your platform is how high it sits. In this case, my light bar is slightly higher than the front of the platform, which is not ideal. However, it can be tough to get one that's small enough to fit level. That's where you might decide to put it underneath. In my case, it didn't really matter that it was a bit taller, so I've run that way. One word of warning, curved light bars. Not real good on the front of a roof rack. In my experience, they're very, very hard to keep quiet. Don't know why it is, it's just the way the wind hits them and wraps around. I don't know what it is, I can't tell you. Don't do it, stick with the straight one. Double rows are fine, but they tend to be a lot heavier, so we like to stick with a single row where possible.